Every time a garbage truck picks up your trash, it basically swallows an entire mini room of stuff bags, boxes, food, metal, all in seconds. But here's the weird part, that mountain of junk somehow gets crushed into something 5 times smaller without exploding, jamming, or breaking the truck. So, what's actually happening inside that metal box? Because once you see it, you'll never look at a garbage truck the same way again. Let's put this into perspective. A fully loaded garbage truck can weigh over 25 tons. That's about the same as 4 adult elephants. And every single day, one truck might collect thousands of pounds of trash from hundreds of homes. Now, imagine trying to fit all of that into a space the size of a small bedroom while the truck is moving. And somehow it doesn't clog, doesn't overflow, and doesn't break. That shouldn't work. But garbage trucks didn't always work like this. Back in the early 1900s, trash collection was basically just open wagons. People would throw trash in and it would just pile up. No crushing, no compacting, which meant trucks filled up fast and cities smelled even worse. Then engineers had a breakthrough. What if the truck could compress trash as it collects it? By the 1930s and 40s, the first compactor trucks appeared, and that one idea completely changed waste management forever. At its core, a garbage truck works using just 3 simple ideas: grab the trash, crush the trash, and store it efficiently. That's it. But how it does those 3 things is where it gets crazy. You throw your trash in the bin. The truck pulls up and lifts it into the air. Now imagine dumping that trash into a giant metal mouth. Inside, there's a space called the hopper. Think of it like a waiting room for trash. But it doesn't stay there long because behind it is the real star of the show, a massive hydraulic compactor blade. But here's where it gets interesting. That blade doesn't just smash trash randomly, it moves in a very specific cycle. Picture this. The blade slides forward slowly, like a giant metal wall. As it moves, it pushes trash deeper into the truck while also crushing it against everything already inside. It's like trying to push a pile of clothes into an already full suitcase, except the suitcase is made of steel and the force is unbelievably strong. We're talking thousands of pounds of pressure. But that's not the full story, because if it just kept crushing in one spot, the truck would jam instantly. So engineers designed it to spread trash evenly. Each time the blade moves, it pushes garbage further and further back, layer by layer, almost like stacking compressed bricks. This keeps the weight balanced and prevents the truck from tipping or getting stuck. Here's something most people don't know. Garbage trucks don't just compress trash, they also squeeze out air. A huge portion of what makes trash big is actually just empty space. By removing that air, the truck can fit way more than you'd expect. And this is wild. Some garbage trucks can actually detect resistance. If something too hard gets in, like metal or concrete, the system can adjust pressure automatically to avoid damaging itself. It's basically thinking, maybe don't crush that too hard. But this is where it gets crazy. What happens when the truck is full? Once everything is packed tight, the truck drives to a landfill or processing center. Then the entire back opens and a second hydraulic system pushes everything out in one massive block. Not loose trash, a compressed wall of garbage, almost like a giant cube. This makes unloading faster and way more efficient. And one more thing. If garbage trucks didn't compact trash, cities would need about 5 times more trucks on the road. That means more traffic, more fuel, and way more cost. So that crushing system isn't just convenient, it's what makes modern cities even possible. So what looks like a simple trash pickup is actually a perfectly timed system of force, motion, and smart design. It grabs, it compresses, and it organizes chaos into something manageable. And once you understand that, it almost feels obvious. Of course it works that way. But garbage trucks aren't the only machines hiding something insane in plain sight. Because next time you see a jet engine spinning on a plane, there's a tiny detail on the front that could literally save your life, and almost nobody notices it.